So this is one I didn't attend, so I'm curious what you learned on this one, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had met Paige at the beginning of the session during the first one, but then she was presenting later. So she discussed seldom used features of DynamicsGP and like new features, which I thought was pretty interesting, just given the fact that they had said in the first session that it was just like there is no new functionalities coming to GP just because it's like Microsoft is like phasing it out. So it was kind of cool to just see the spin of like, oh yeah, like there is some like newness in GP and like there's some seldom used features. I would say that like the seldom used feature that she mentioned that was like one example that I thought was pretty good was setting your smart list to only be visible to like you as a user. So by default, the smart list show up to like everyone. So there's a way to like set a password on it so like no one else can edit or delete like your like smart list if you're the only person who runs that report. But yeah, and then another new feature that or like not new, but it was just like the way it kind of changed. It was just like the way that like 1099 forms are printed. So the way that it was before, it was just like you would have to like line up like the different items like on the form and stuff. But now it's just like there's a different like process for it. So I thought that like that was pretty interesting. And then the final thing that I would say that I just like was a major takeaway, it was a quote that she said. It was just like your first line of defense should be your partner anyway. So it's just like back to that point of just like being in GP, it's just like, and getting support, it's just like, if you like want to get like support, just like talk to your partner. And just it was a lot of like customers just like asking like very specific like GP questions. So it was cool to just learn from other people and just see everything that was there. So
And just in talking to Paige, she mentioned that they also have their like GP API that they've built out.
Oh yeah,
which is pretty interesting to me too. I didn't know that was a thing, or maybe I heard about it in passing ages ago, but sort of makes it possible to do modern dev with GP, which has historically been one of the most difficult things to actually do is integrate with it. So I need to check that out. It's very interesting. It's cool to see Power GP Online still cranking away and
oh for sure,
improvements to GP and making sure that things are, not just usable, but actually getting better for the people that are still using GP.